Good morning. We'll start the class. Last time I discussed about the QS tables, so I hope you are okay with that. If I quickly recap the things I did last week before we go to the new topic. If I start a schedule, say for an example, I'll start a window schedule. So we have to get different parameters. Okay, if I just try to get these kind of parameters and press OK, software will generate the window schedule for you. This is the window schedule I have. So we discuss how to filter the parameters and how to sort the parameters according to different conditions. So grand totals, then you will get this kind of output. Then we discuss how to get the total cost, those values. Then we discuss the field formats, how to get these decimal places and digit grouping, those kind of things, and how to apply some conditions. So all of these we have discussed last week. Now then I showed you how to write a formula here. Say you can write a formula here using add parameter tool, or else you can use the calculated value method and write a formula, or you can create a parameter and connect that to the QS table. So we have done these things. Then last week we discussed how to get the material takeoffs. Now if I try to get the same window materials, we can get these family and types, then the levels, and we have now new parameters called material. So material names, material cost, these kind of information we can tabulate. Now it will show me the material wise table. So I can go to formatting and sort and group in and group under different materials. So we will do it. I'm just showing the things we did. So glass material, then if I want I can get the cost of the glass. Such material, likewise we can group it and get the total. So those are the things I discussed last week. And if I want to export this QS table to the Excel files, we can export it. So now after I did my QS work here, I can export this into a table which can be opened in Excel. So I can export this as a report. I will show you how to export the things. It will be exported as a text file. So I will export it. So if you want to get the title and the column header, just keep these things thick, and the gap is decided by the tab. So when you have two fields like this, the gap is decided by the tab, or else you can have a comma or semicolon likewise. So when I press OK, and when I check this text file, this is the schedule I have created. So this is the space is tab here, tab space. And now if you want to open this in Excel, we can do that. So we can open this in Excel. I have to first open the Excel software. And here we can browse through Excel and open that file. So I have to say here text files for all files here and find that file. So we have to find that file here. This is the text file, so I have to save these all files and press OK. Now when you press OK, it will be converted to Excel format. So if you keep these settings as it is, there is no harm. So I had the tab space, so keep those things as it is. Just keep them as it is and say finish. You can get the reverse table here in Excel. So now this is open in Excel. Remember that you don't have any connection between Excel and Revit. So if you do a change here and save this, there will be no change in the QS table, original table. Original table and this Excel sheet doesn't have any connection, because original table is converted to a text file and text file is opened as an Excel table. So remember, there is no connection between Excel and Revit at the moment. So what I did was I went here and went to the last area here, and I got the schedule in text form. So this is the thing I did. Just keep the settings as it is. Then I open Excel. I went here and open as a text file. So here window material takeoff, I can open it as a text file, say finish. Okay, so this is the thing I did. Any questions about this, please let me know. So when you export to Excel, there is no connection between Excel and Revit. Now I will check how to get these details in a Revit file. So we have to detail out our drawings, and I will show you how to put these views in the drawing sheet at the end of the day. So that's about our syllabus. After we put this in the drawing sheet, we will finish our class. So I'm going to show you how to do those things. Now we look at how to generate a call out view in Revit. So call out view is we are going to highlight certain area and we can generate a separate view from this area. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I'm going to look at this from these properties now. So we have a tool called we have a tool called call outs here. So either we can draw the call out as a rectangle shape or you can sketch as you wish. So if I try to get more details about this area, you can just highlight this area like this. Then similar to these sections and elevation views, it will generate the call out view. So if you double click on this, the call out view will be generated. So if I just split the windows, you can see the call out view here. So you can put this in a different drawing sheet. So the call out is created like this here, and when I change this boundary, automatically the call out will change. So this way you can have a real time update, and this small wheel will allow you to rotate the call out view. So you can see how it dynamically changes, and these informations will be automatically filled when I put this into the drawing sheet. And here the scale of this drawing is 316 equal to 1 foot. Here if you look at the scale, it's 38 equals to 1 foot. So if you want now, you can change the scale. Say if I just go like this one, you can see the line thicknesses are increasing. If I just go to another scale, you can see these are slightly changing. But you cannot see a big difference in the sizes. Only the line sizes will be changing, but not the window sizes. So if you want to reduce the window size here and show it in the drawing sheet, it should be done in the drawing sheet, not here. Now when I try to change it here, there will be changes happening, but you can't see a big size changes. Only the line weights will change. So I'll put it another one. You can see the line weights are changing, not the sizes. So it's okay here, but when we put it into a drawing sheet, it will be adjusted automatically. So no problem with Revit like AutoCAD. So there is no big problem in Revit. So I will show you when we export this into the drawing sheet. So this is about the call out view. If you want to edit it, you can come here and edit the shape. Say if I want this shape to be edited as a triangle, it can be quickly done, no problem. So now this is a new shape, not a rectangle. So you can quickly edit. So that shape will be coming here. So no issues with that. You can reset it to normal shape again. Any questions? Please tell me. So this is the call out view. Sometimes we will ask you to generate a call out view in the assignment. And in this one, they have introduced the center line tool. Actually, we have discussed the center line tools before. So if you want to show the center lines in the drawing, we can draw the center line. So it's under annotates. We have this detail line tool. So under detail line tools, we have the center line tool. So center lines can be drawn if you want to show it in a drawing. So this way we can draw a center line. So these are, now I'm completing a drawing. So if you want, you can draw the center line using these detail line tools. So it's under annotate, detail lines and center line. So you have hidden lines, other shapes also available. So center line is here. Just mark the places and draw a center. So this way we can add the center lines. I will only do whatever the things important to you because we don't have much time left. And here you can see there's a boundary coming around the drawing. So if you want, you can switch off that boundary. There's a tool called show crop region, hide crop region. So this is like the Windows picture cropping. So you can hide the region as well as you can say do not crop it. So you get the big picture. So I have this call out to here, but I can say don't hide it. So unhide the others, and you can hide the boundary also. So this way, these two buttons will help you to hide and unhide the crop view as well as the boundary. So it's this almost the same picture, but you have these detailed lines here because I think I have put the fine views. So if you have coarse views, it's the same draw. So if you want, you can have in real colors, no problem. So I can have the crop view in real colors like this. So that's about this crop kit. So you can switch on and off these crop. So if you don't have questions, we will move on to the next one. I will look at how to apply hatches. Now you can apply these kind of hatch patterns in Revit when you try to complete a drawing. So for an example, if I want to hatch this area, we can use this tool called fill region tool. So the fill region tool will helps you to hatch a certain area. So you need to not like AutoCAD, you need to draw the boundaries. Now hatch pattern can be selected from here. So there are hatch patterns, and when you go to edit type, you can increase the line weight, color, and there's another one called hatch fill pattern. So you can select the pattern you like. So when you select your pattern from the list here, we need to just highlight the area. Now, if you want, you can draw the rectangle like this. Now, when you press OK and you have locks here, you get a hatch. So this is a 2D hatch. So another way of doing this is without drawing the things, I can use the pick line tool. So this will do it faster than the drawing tool. So I can just pick it like this, but when you try to press OK, there will be errors coming because this is intersecting. This is not a closed loop. So you need to trim these unnecessary areas. So we can quickly trim them. Now it will be okay. So this is the hatch pattern I got. Now if you want to change the hatch pattern, just go through this list and change the hatch pattern. So how can I change the hatch scales? I'll show you later now. So we can come here and go to this editing, and there's a tool here to change the hatch angles and hatch spacing. So if I want a small space, just put it like this. Now it will be very much closer to each other. So I didn't duplicate. Sorry, I didn't duplicate the things. I changed the original hatch. Now it will be something like this. Earlier it was like this. Now it's like this. So we can quickly come here and change the hatch. Now edit type. Come here. Better you create a duplicate and go to edit here and change the hatch angles and the hatch spacing. So this is how we do it. You can try it and see. There are other ways of doing the things. I will not go to those areas. I don't have much time left. So we have two ways of applying a hatch. One is just like AutoCAD drafting hatch, and there's another one called model hatch. Model hatch is you can see these are actual sizes. Now, if you put 12-inch tile or 8-inch tile hatch, press OK. 8-inch tile hatch, OK. If you measure from here to here, it will be actually 8 inches. Now, if I try to measure it from here to here, it's actually 8 inches. Exactly correct. So, this way also 8 inches. So, there's a difference between the drafting hatch and the model hatch. So, you have two ways. Drafting is like AutoCAD, then it's working according to scale. Model hatch, you have exact sizes, 12 inch, 4 inch, likewise. Now, if you want to get a 16-inch one, you come here and change this to 16 inches. So then the hatch will be 16 inches. So you can get an actual measurement from the hatch. So just measure it and see it's perfectly coming. So remember that two different options available in Revit. One is drafting like AutoCAD and the other one is model. Model doesn't have much patterns. Drafting has somewhat quite a lot of patterns here. So this is like AutoCAD. Um, you can apply it and see. And any questions, please let me know. So So in the hatch areas, you can find these bricks and carpet. Those kind of hatch patterns are available. Uh, you can just explore them yourself. I will skip these areas. These are not really important. So whatever I'm skipping, don't worry about that. If I have time at the end of the day, I will come back and do it. So I think I didn't do division clouds. I didn't do insulation. Insulation is really easy. So if you want to just apply some insulation barriers in the wall, we can just draw the shape like this. So this symbol means there's some insulation inside the wall. So you can come here and change the insulation width and the bulbs. So if I just have it like 6 inches, it will be increased. And the gap here I can change, say 5, to be very much closer to each other. So this way we can have some. These are not 3D models, just 2D AutoCAD kind of drafting drawings. So this if you see this kind of a symbol in Revit model, this is a insulation applied from this tool, insulation tool. And we have 2D text. So if you want to type something in 2D, now these are actually tags. But if you want, you can type manually text or something. And if you want, you can apply the arrows to that. Something like select that and apply an arrow. So this kind of arrow can be applied to the bed. So I can use the text tools and apply arrows in both sides, something like this. So if you click these plus signs, you will get more arrows from both sides. And if you press minus sign, you will get it will reduce. And you cannot apply straight arrows mixed with the curve arrows. So if you don't have curve arrows, you can start the straight arrows. When you have straight arrows, no curve arrows. So this way I can have straight arrows. So this is not this is faster than AutoCAD. So just click on the text tool and apply the arrows you want or deduct. So remember, you can't have a mix of straight and curve for single text, and these are obvious. Everyone knows about these things. So alignments and spelling checking, those are available. So I just went here and uh, the type a name, and I got the shape arrow. So remember, these are dummy text. This is a tag. So it's a tag. So it has families. It has parameters. So this is intelligent. So this is an intelligent tag. But if you just want to have some names only, you just use a dummy text like this, and you can come here and edit the font sizes and the other parameters. So this is a dummy text. So this may be helpful when you want to rename these things like front view, plan view, elevations and other things. So you use the dummy text and uh, rename it. Now if you come here and click on this, now I am in the plan view, click on this crop view, you may see some boundaries, say In my one, I can't see. So I have, this is the boundary. So this is the boundary which I have in my drawing. So if whatever you draw here outside the boundary will not be shown in the drawing sheet. So you can adjust this boundary. So if you want not to show these things in the drawing sheet, just crop it. So the entire plan view is now cropped. So if something is drawn here, it will not be shown in the drawing view, drawing sheet. So remember that you can hide the things. Normally it's hidden. This way you can unhide the things and see whether the boundaries covering your drawing. Always boundary can be extended to this area and draw something here. So then that can be taken to the drawing sheet. So there's a tool like that. We will show it later how we can apply it. Any questions about this? So I discussed basic tools here. Some of the things I skipped. Room tags also I did. I didn't do keynotes. Symbols also I didn't do because I don't think you guys need these things heavily like architects. Tag thing I did. Then these things I have discussed. So I think it's enough for you guys. If you don't have questions, we will move on to the last chapter, drawing sheets. So I'm going to discuss how to get how to create a drawing sheet from the models you have, from the views we have, and how to add the QS table to the drawing sheet. So we can add the QS table also, and at the end of the day, we can generate something like this. So including the QS tables, draw 3D views, plan views, elevation sections, whatever you have, then you can write your names and other things, drawing information here. So how we can present our final outcome. This is the thing I'm going to discuss now. Any questions before we start this? If you don't have questions, we will start the chapter 13. You may have questions. I will try to. I will upload the lectures within this week, so you can look at it. So I will upload in our channel. Since you don't have a specific channel, I think Miss Kasum said me to upload it in a YouTube. Anyway, I like. So I have a channel like this. We have AutoCAD drawings, AutoCAD videos also, the full set of videos. So if you need to refresh your AutoCAD theory, just go through these AutoCAD videos. So we have all the 2D theory about AutoCAD starting from the beginning, how to add the copy mirror, trimming tools, brake tools, polyline, corner, donuts, fillets, pasting, or everything is available. Comprehensive AutoCAD notes are available, dimensions. So I will upload our videos here also, Revit video also in this tab. So if you have heard about SolidWorks, SolidWorks lessons are also available, and some electronic lessons are also available. So I will upload this video set to here, and I will share the link with you. So this is our channel. Just remember that. So we will upload the videos to here. Then I will start the new area. I'm going to start creating sheets. There's a under view we have sheet 2. So just go through, click on this, and you will find different drawing sheets loaded. So if you just want to get a different template, load it from this title blocks. So there's a folder called title blocks, and you will find different title blocks. I can create my own title blocks, or else I can use standard. Now this is imperial title blocks. That is why you find A, B, C, D. But if you go here and look at metric folders, you will find A1, A2, A3, A4 like this. So whatever the template you want, you can download and put your drawings. So I will use the imperials. In the exam, most probably we are using imperials. Uh, so I will get this template. Whatever the template you want, you can get it. So I have taken it B11. Okay. Now when I take the drawing template, you can find some information is already available. So the drawing name is not name, sheet not name, sheet number is there, and the time stamp is there, and that's it. Then how can I get drawings into this sheet? There are two ways of getting it. One way is the easiest way, just drag and drop. So when you drag and drop, it says here, the view is already placed on sheet A101. Your index now. So this is A103. I have used this drawing sheet before, drawing view before. So if I just go here and see my A101, it's used. It has been used. So you cannot duplicate the used ones. So if you want to get a duplicate, just create a level 1 duplicate with the annotations or without the annotations. So now we can create a level 1 duplicate and use it in our new drawing sheet. So we will see about that. Now I have created a duplicate of level 1 and I am using that. You can't use the original one because the original one is used by someone else. So you can't show two different drawing views in two different sheets. Now this information is important. This is the viewport number, and this is the scale of the drawing. This is the level name, and you can see the drawing is somewhat big. So if you want to reduce the size of the drawing, you select the scales from here. So it's going to be bigger. You have to select the other way. So scale is now reduced. Now you can see when I change the scale also, these lines are clearly visible. If you want, you can remove the thick line, thin line from this tool, but the drawing is not distorted. Not like AutoCAD, there will be no problems when you scale down. And the new scale is mentioned here. And if you look at the drawing scale here, sheet scale, same scale. So if you have only single drawing with a single scale, this scale and this number is same. Now now this line, this is like a underline. How can I reduce this line length? So the line can be taken here and there. So if you want, you can put it like this. But how can I reduce the line length too? So when you click on the line, you can change the color of that. Or else if you want, you can remove this show extension line. There is no extension line anymore. or if you want you can remove the title. So if you remove the title, apply, there is no title here, so better you have them. So you can change the color, line patterns, so whatever the things you want you can do. So it's a center line, so you can play with these things and see. Now if you want to reduce the line size here, now if you come here and just try to drag it like this, it's not going to work. You have to select the view. When you select the view, this small circle will start and drag tool will start. This is how we reduce the line size. So you have to click on the view, then these small circles will be enabled. You can change the line size. Now if I take a section of this original plan, I'm going to take a section and I want this section to be visible in, section is available here, section to be visible in my drawing sheet. So how can I get it? One way is you can drag and drop the section. Just drag and drop the section, it will show. Otherwise, you can come here and use the place view tool. So place view tool will show all the views available and you can add to the sheet. So there are two ways. You can either drag and drop or else use this place view tool and get the view from the list. So the section is taken. Section is taken, imported, but the size is big, 3/60. Now if you look at this one, now it says scale as indicated because these are different. This is 316, this is 332. So those are different. So I will reduce the size here. Now it's going to be okay. Now if you want this view to be colored, you have to do it at the sectional view and do it. Go to sections and have a real section. When you make it real here in the drawing view, it will be colored. So you, if you want, you can edit it from here even. So you can right click and use this activate view method. So when you activate it, these buttons will now come up, and when you right click and deactivate, you are out of the drawer. So in this view also I can do changes. I don't need to go to plan views and change. You can right click and activate. And if I don't like this, you can delete it, no problem. And if you want, you can double click here, it will deactivate. Or else right click activate, right click deactivate. So whatever the things you want, you can do it from the drawing sheet also. So remember that also, you don't need to go to plans. Now this line is big, so I can select the drawing and reduce the size. So this is how we import sections. Now when you look at our original plan, now these informations are filled. So this is included in drawing A103 under viewport number 2. So automatically those are numbered. So this is A103 viewport number 2. So software will handle those references, drawing references automatically. And you can see a boundary here. The boundary is here. And if you don't like that boundary to be shown, now this boundary is there. You can come here and hide that boundary. So the sectional boundary can be hidden. Then when you look at the drawing, it's hidden. Or else you can double click here or activate it and come here and put the boundary and double click here, it will come back. So you can right click and activate, or else you can double click inside this and activate. So there are two ways, either double click or right click. Double click here, deactivate. So I hope you understood the basic concepts. Now if I want to get the 3D view, drag and drop, or else you get it from the listing. 3D view is not available, I think, here. So I will just take it from here. It's already used. So the 3D view is used by another drawing sheet. That's why it's not available in the list. So I will just check it here. I think in this one I am using 3D view. So 3D view is being used. So if you just delete it from this sheet, in this sheet now I can get it. 3D view is done. So you can place it somewhere. Now if you come here and change the 3D view angles, I just put it like this way. Now when you look at this one, this is automatically changed. Or else you double click on this, activated. Now if this is activated, you can change it in the drawing view unit. So this is done. And see that 3D view doesn't have a scale. So 3D view, no scale available. So this is not working in the 3D view. This is available but not the drawing scale value. So if you want, you can reduce the size from here, but not like this. So the basic idea is getting a drawing template from the title blocks here. In the exam, we will let you know what is the title block you have to get. Then you have to come here and get the drawing views from the list, or just drag and drop. Then if I want to add the QS table, can be done. So we can just drag and drop. Say I just drag it and drop it to QS table is table. Now if you just look at the QS table, it may be a big table. It's bigger than the drawing sheet. So QS table is lengthy. So I will take the QS table into a single sheet. This way we can give the QS table. Now I will delete the existing one. This is a door schedule. So I get the door schedule again. Now I will take window schedule. Window schedule is lengthy. So this is a lengthy QS table. It's not, the drawing sheet is not enough. If you want to represent it in a drawing sheet. So what can we do? We have to split the QS table. So there's a tool available called split tool here. So you can split the table into pieces. So this may be. I will split again. So this way we can try to manage it inside the drawing sheet. So this may not be a practical case, but remember there are tools available like that. So we can do this way. So you can split it again and again and again from this tool. Just do it and see if you have any questions, tell me. So I hope you are okay with this. Now I splitted the QS table into pieces. Now how can I take the original table back? Now if you want to get the original table, you can't undo the things. We have to actually uh, drag these things to the bottom. So when you drag the table this way, these will be reduced. So I'm taking the original things back. So I now you can see all the things are now reducing. These areas are almost finished. There's a little bit here, so we can drag it and reduce. Now when you drag, this area is empty now, but you can see the columns are not coming. So the columns are still there without merging. So how can I merge these columns now? So you have to do this operation. You have to use this control tool here and overlap the columns to this original one. This is the way we reduce it. Sometimes it may not work, so be careful when you do these things. You have to exactly overlap this column to column. So here also my one is also not working correct. So this you overlap it like this. This is now gone. Start from the last one. Overlap to this one. Exactly you have to overlap. Still not working. So sometimes depending on the computer performance, it may not work. My computer is now processing hard. So this is now overlap to this. So you can see it's now clear. So this is how we get the original table back. So if you just split again, I will split again. Now two tables are there, and if you want to get the original thing, just drag it downside. This is reducing, but you will not delete the columns. Now this area is empty, but the columns will not automatically come and merge. So you have to do what? Use this control here and drag and drop it here. Now it's finished. So this is how we get the original QS table again. So splitting is easy, but merging is taking some time. Merge will take some time. So if you find these kind of merging difficult, just try it and see. As another way, you can just click on this and merge it like this, and click on this and merge it like this. So sometimes it may not work if the computer is slow. So, so I hope you understood how to insert a QS table in the drawing view. So we will go back to the previous drawing. So I have these kind of sections, drawing 3D views and the edit plans. Now, now if you want to show, say if you have a big drawing, this drawing cannot be put in one sheet. So if you want, you can split this into two drawings and show it in a different scale. So how can I do that kind of a thing? So uh, I will get that same file and explain you. Now if I want to show the left hand and then the right hand in different drawing sheets, we have to split the drawing into two. So idea is I'm going to split it and show it in two different sheets. So how can I do that? So better first you have to create two different views. You can't use the original level one because original level one has both sides. So I have to right click and duplicate. So if you want, you can duplicate with dimensions or else just normal duplicate. So I'll duplicate it. Say if I want this may be my left view, left side. So still it shows me full view. So I can come here and enable the crop regions and crop it like this. So the left view will show the left side of the drawing only. Level 1 will show the full view. So if you take another duplicate, this time with detailing, I take with detailing. When you get it with detailing, you will get the dimensions, also hatches and other things. Now this may be my right view. Then I have to crop this area. So you come here and turn this on and crop it. This is the right. Now I have level 1 full drawing, left view as well as right. So this is how we uh, crop the things. Then if I create a new drawing sheet, you can put the right view somewhere here in a big scale. So I can reduce a little bit. This. So the right view is shown in a separate drawing sheet. So you look at, then I will get another sheet, and the full plan is shown in another view. So this is the full plan. So it may be shown in a small scale. So this can be done. So full plan is shown here, and these things are can be reduced. So the full plan is it's not really clear, but we can have separate drawing sheets and show it in a big scale. So this way we can crop our regions and show. So you can you need to know how to right click and duplicate. Then you need to know how to use the crop tools and crop the boundaries. So if you don't like this to be shown, just crop it until this area. Now if you just look at the drawing sheets, here C2, so I can get it also the left side. Left side is this much. So you can do whatever the things you like from these tools. So this is the left side, this is the right side, and we have a full view also. Now we will look at how to edit this information. I hope you are following me. So we will look at how to edit this information. Sometimes we don't need to repeat these things, type in again and again. Now the drawing sheet name is called as unnamed, and how to edit this drawing template. So those are the things we need to know. So I hope you can get the views now and put that you can put the QS table in the drawing sheets and how to change this information. I hope you can understand now. So we will look at how to add the logo, how to type these things. Now when you double click on this, these are actually enabled. So I can write my own things. So it's working. Project name is double click, it will work. But can I double click and change these things? When I double click, say some name, we can say sheet 1, it's working. So or else you can do it from here. Same thing can be done from here. So sheet 1. And these project numbers, all these things. Some information is not available here. Then when you try to double click here, it won't work. So when you double click, it will be going to the family level editing. So I'm not coming to this at the moment. So now how can I add the project number, date, drawn by, checked by, those things? This is we can double click and enter, but other things we can't double click and enter. This A103 I can change. Sheet issue date. Issue date is say here issue date drawn by author. Now when I try give this as XYZ, so I will just give XYZ. This is changed to XYZ. Checker. We can give this is changing. Issue date. Now here issue date and sheet issue dates are different. So you can see issue date, I can just type it and do. But this is called sheet issue date. This is just normal issue date. So there is a difference between that. And sheet number is A103. Project number is not available here. So the project number is also not available here. Issue date is also not available. You can try, double click and type it. That can be done. But I want to tell there is no connection between this one and this one. When you try to go to edit type, you will not see anything. So you will not see any parameters. So how can I get some more parameters here? So if you want, you can uh, change the template actually. So you can go to edit families. What we have done in the tag, same thing can be done. And if you now I'm in the editing mode. When you look at this parameter, this label, this is project number. It's a parameter. Then we have project, this is date. So if you just look at this is project issue date. Now if you just look at the others here, project issue date is there. Then sheet issue date is also there. So sheet issue date and project issue dates are two different parameters. Now if you just try to put both together, we load it. Now this was typed by me, this was the computer. So when I look at it here, sheet issue date is today's date. So if I just change this to next month, you can see this is changing. So this is I manually type. This one I manually type, this one coming from here. So the sheet issue date is connected to here. So you can see how the connection has been made. So I just go back, click on this label. You have two parameters, So if I remove the sheet project issue date, and if I only show the sheet issue date, this is double click and type by me. So this is project issue date. Now sheet issue date is now removed. I will undo the things. We had this kind of a situation. So this is different from this. This is project issue date. We can just go again and see which families. This label is project issue date. So if you want, you can have any parameter here shown in the drawing sheet. So if you want to show the mason as a parameter in the drawing sheet, can be done. So we have done that last week. So we have to just add this mason parameter. So the mason name is will be shown in the drawing sheet. So you don't need to type again and again. So automatically that connection has been done. So now where can I find project issue date? Now project issue date is here. Sheet issue date is also here. Sheet issue date came here, but the project issue date is didn't come here. So if you try to find the place where the project issue date is, this issue date is the project issue date. It's different from this. Now if you just come and look at this area under manage, you have project parameters. Sorry, project information. Now this project information will show you some more settings. Now if you just look at it, project issue date is called issue date. So this is the name coming here. So if I just type it like today, project issue date is today, this will be quickly changed to today. So this area will, this is a centralized area. So when you start a project, you have to give the project issue date, project status, client's name, and project address can be given. Then project name ABCD is given. So project number is given. So if I type the client as Kamal, and if I want to show the Kamal here in the drawing sheet, we can do that. So we have to get the client name parameter to here. That's all we have to do. We can see whether the client name parameter is available. We can just check whether the client name parameter can be taken. Say if I just try to apply the client name here, client name parameters here. So we can get that client name into the drawing sheet, load it, and Kamal will be shown here. So the client name is shown. So I hope you understood how the parameters work. So you can create the parameters you like and connect to wherever you like. You can connect to the previous table, you can connect to drawing sheet, you can connect to the tags. So if the parameters are there, you can connect to anything, anywhere you like. So what I did was I went to here and search this project information. So when you start a new project, actually you have to give these things and start. So project there will be issue date, project status will be there, client name is there, project address is there, so project name is there. So if you want to get the project name here, project name is available. See, client name is also coming, project name is also available. So if you just look at this template, somebody has done this for you. Client name parameter is important, project name parameter is important. So now if you come here and give a name to the project, it's called ABCD. So I have given the name as ABCD project. Project name is ABCD. If I give E here, this will be updated to E. So that's how it works. So it's similar to QoS tables and tags. You can connect the parameters to relevant areas. Now I am in the editing mode of this drawing template. If someone doesn't like this area, if someone wants to delete this is a just a text, normal text. This is not a label. Somebody has typed it. So if you want, you can delete that. Now I am customizing the template. So if you don't like, you can just delete this Autodesk logo. So how can I place my logo here? So I will just try to insert a logo now. So there's a tool under insert. You have image. So you can upload the image to the software. So I will just try to see whether there are images available. I will just try to get this image. So I'm going to get this image as a logo and reduce the size of that and place it somewhere here. So this is my logo. So what we did was we deleted the existing one, just delete it. Then we went here and got the image. Now this is my new format. These can be also changed if you like. This is a scale tool, scale parameter. So if you just look at it, scale parameter, and this is the time parameter, timestamp. So whatever the things you like, you can show it in the drawing sheet. And but if you load it, it will be loaded into the new current project, or else you save this as a new family. So you can save this as a new family and put it as a new template. So it's a title block. New title block is saved. New title block. So I'm going to save this. Now when I start a new drawing, we can get that. So I will show you how to get it. Under views, you go to drawing sheets now. So the new one I have saved, it will be available in the title block. So this is the new title block. So you can use it for your future work. So when you work in a company, they may have their own logos and other things. So you can customize this title block and use it for the future work. So what I did was I did simple things. I went here and did the family. Do whatever the changes you want. Say I don't like this border. This border should not be there. So these are my requirements. I don't want this. Then you went here and save it as a new family. You can save it as a new family and use it in a new project. This one can be now used. You can see there are no borders. Any questions, please let me know. You can try this editing the logo and you can try these parameters. Then here, go here and click on these things and edit the labels and get the required parameters. And you can show whatever the things you like. Any questions about this? Uh, so I think this is the last year paper. So we our theory part is almost over. So this was I don't have the your template, but these questions we gave to the coordinator. Then he has given the paper according to the format. So we have asked you to get the template, and we gave all the information about exterior walls, interior walls. Then we ask you to draw this with the furniture and other information. So we ask you to tag the, I think tag the things. So use the following windows, use following doors, add sections, add dimensions, type your registration number in the south elevation. So we ask you to type your registration number, font sizes, depth, material given. We ask you to add the ceiling, uh, create level 3 and level 4 furnitures, add the furnitures and tag it, create the floor, then extend exterior walls and create something like this kind of a building. So create the roof, flat roof. So this is the model we asked. This is a 3-hour question paper. So we started with the basic plan, put some door windows, furnitures, and write your name in 3D. Then we elevated the drawing, got the 3D model, and we imported these things into the drawing sheet. So drawing sheet is this 3D view and the plan and the elevation. So we ask you to write your name here, US number here, and we ask then to create a parameter, carpenter. Carpenter name is given, create a furniture schedule, add furniture cost, calculate the total cost. So we ask you to generate this kind of a QS table at the end of the page. So we everything is calculated and the total cost of the furniture is calculated. So I will upload this paper to the course web. So you can practice this question and you try to do the tutorials I have done given in the class. So this will be uploaded. So this is the last year paper. So this time also we will give a similar kind of a paper. And for the drawing videos, I will upload this in this channel. Uh, any questions up to this point before we wind up the session? So we didn't do a lot of things like architects, but we covered a lot of areas. So if you want to get a printout of this at the end of the day, we can get the printout of this entire sheet. So if I want to get a printout of this, it's not like AutoCAD. You can come here and print the, say, get the print preview. This kind of a thing is quickly printed. So normally in Revit, we print the entire drawing sheet. We don't select the areas and print. You can do it, but normally we don't do. So you can just use this normal print tools. Select the printer. Then I want the current window. Just a number of copies. Just press the preview. It will get a printout. So you don't need to worry about we will not scaling these things. Software will automatically scale these things and have a good font sizes and everything will be nicely scaled out. So we don't need to have worry that. Uh, so any questions before we wind up the session? So I skip some areas, so don't look at those areas when you study for the exam. So, Miss, your coordinator said me that you will have the exams once the campuses are started. So be ready with the uh, exams. They will give it soon. So I will upload the question paper. Any questions before we finish the session? So this paper will be uploaded and the videos will be uploaded. So in this paper, I didn't ask you to change the structures and other things. Sometimes we will ask you to change the materials and other things. We haven't done it in this paper, so better you go through all the things I have done. It may not be the similar kind next time. So if you don't have questions, we will stop the class. So no more Revit again. So in the meantime, when you study, if you have any questions, please send me a message. I will try to reply. Okay, so we will kind of